Sydney Jetty's front straight. Of course, both Brock and Brett running for the Deepwater Motorboat Club. The Georges River there at Milpera. Of course, Brock just going past us. Brock, the Cullen brothers have their own website, www.cbrracing.com. So just getting word, ladies and gents, boys and girls, unfortunately Michael Newton in Workhorse is a scratching from Heat 2 of the Wagon. They'll be terribly disappointed, the Newton family.
I have no idea what they're saying. They're not talking at the moment. Just sort of like, okay. This is Ellie. Did you guys get that brace from this angle? I'm asking you, is my angle working now?
He's going to need to take them a little bit further down from where you are actually stationed.
Fabulous. So that last race worked from my angle?
Yes, we do need to go a little bit further into Galway Bay than where you were stationed at the moment. Yes, thank you, and we have that same concern, so thanks. Lobby Bay 30. They are on the water now, yes.
So pole positions for Heat 2 of the Wagon Memorial. Brian Kilpatrick in Melody out of 1. Bruce Sanders in Red Bellies out of 2. Out of 3, we've got Dave Freeman still cranky. Out of 4, Hayden Sherry, wrapped and impatient. Out of 5, Adam Wood in trouble, our Heat 1 winner. And out of pole 6, we've got Rob McIntyre. We've got the father in the boat. Heat 2, Rob McIntyre comes from the outside in pole 6.
I think that's because they've got different coloured jackets.
Who are we missing, guys?
Michael Newton. No, Michael Newton. Red Bellies. Yeah, Red Bellies and the Hydro.
So just waiting on Red Bellies and Wrapped and Impatient. So we can hear the wrapped in impatient machine that's just been craned into the water. Of course, the Sherry family, we've seen some brilliant performances from Hayden's younger brother Blake. Of course, Blake stepped out of the junior boat. Well, he just become too big for it, and he's driving the F4 that Hayden formerly drove. So he's having a wonderful season in the Grand Prix series, Australian Formula Powerboat Grand Prix series. And of course, Dad Brian, he himself doing very, very well with a very similar boat to Hayden. So there's not much other than powerboats spoken over the dinner table in the Sherry household. We certainly hope weather conditions remain just picture perfect at the moment. We were quite concerned a little bit earlier. It was the wind kicked in about 4 a.m. this morning, and we're still blustery at 7, but just after 8 o'clock things improved dramatically. So boats heading up into Kogarah Bay. Gee, the moment for me in Heat 1 was around about that second lap when Brian Kilpatrick made that huge charge along the inside, along the Bayside Marina back straight. He went from 4th to 2nd in one fell swoop. Now the advantage Brian's got, he comes out of pole position 1, and the winner of Heat 1 is virtually on the outside. So Brian's got that really good real estate for that first corner. If he can anticipate the start, he's certainly in the premier position.
Look at that. There is no wind, no chop. Full stop. Safe. Yeah, I'm actually looking at this caution going up.
Good. Find of dying with a great white shark attack in time.
Let's not forget that great raffle. First prize, a scenic helicopter flight for 3 people over Sydney, courtesy of Bankstown Helicopters. Also from Bankstown Helicopters, second prize, a trial introductory helicopter pilot flight. Third prize provided by Pallisers as a full HD LED television. Fourth prize, a $200 voucher from Bay Breeze Cafe and a $100 voucher for the Captain's Grill. Fifth prize, both of the fourth and fifth within the St George Motorboat Club itself. Tickets are $5 each, 3 for 10 or 10 for 30. That will be drawn tomorrow afternoon. All the tickets sold in February, carry over of course. Start boat has just been given the OK to bring our competitors in Heat 2 of the Waggett Memorial out of Kogarah Bay. He's got the premier position on the inside. He'll be certainly hoping to get in the premier fastest turn. First will be Brian Kilpatrick. We can see right alongside the start boat, that's Brian. Bruce Sanders has missed the start once again. So red flag is down. Good start, Kilpatrick. Look at Ward moving to his outside. Freeman, and right down the outside, Rob McIntyre. Hayden Sherry next, and Bruce Sanders. Don't know what happened there. The turbo just didn't kick in when he needed it. But Kilpatrick leads out. Ward on the outside, he's in second. Bayside Marina first time, it's Kilpatrick leading out to him, still cranky. It's Dave Freeman, he's moving up into second from Adam Ward. Bruce Sanders has made a big charge in the fourth. Next along, Rob McIntyre and Hayden Sherry. 1 out, 3 to go. Brian Kilpatrick leads out from Dave Freeman and Adam Ward. The two guys in second and third representing the Raymond Terrace Aquatic Club. Next along is Brucey Sanders. Also from those regions, Nelson Bay, I believe. Rob McIntyre, and right down the outside there goes Hayden in wrapped and impatient. So out of Premier Fasters on the Bayside Marina. Good corner. Going into Bankstown Helicopters on the Sydney Jetties front straight. Brian Kilpatrick, that completes 2 of 4. Can he hang on? We certainly know Dave Freeman and Adam Wood won't throw in the towel. So Bruce Sanders just coming out of Bankstown Helicopters. We can see the hatch open. That boat has stopped, but he's well off the racing line. So the caution flag does go out to warn competitors of the impending danger. So he's well off the racing line. So the white with red diagonal stripes, that'll be a warning to drivers that there is a disabled craft on the course. So 3 down, 1 to go for Kilpatrick. I don't know if Dave Freeman's made any ground. I tell you what, he's put a gap on in himself to Adam Wood in third place. I tell you what, pole position's very, very important. Next along's Rob McIntyre and the hydroplane of Hayden Sherry. He's currently in 5th place. So Bruce is under power. He's coming off the course, which is a good sign. So final time coming up to Bankstown Helicopters. Brian Kilpatrick, he finished second in Heat 1 earlier this morning. So coming home to take the checkered flag, Heat 2 of the Waggett, going to Brian Kilpatrick. A really good run from Brian. Second will go to Dave Freeman, third will go to Adam Wood. You can see Rob McIntyre just coming out of Marina Bayside into Bankstown Helicopters and onto the Sydney Jetties front straight. Final time, he comes home in 4th. Next along, Hayden Sherry. Hayden there in wrapped and impatient. So Heat 2 brought to us by Marina Bayside. So my arithmetic tells me I would say on points with a second and a first. That puts Brian in the lead coming up to the last heat of the Waggett. We saw Adam Wood there in trouble. He finished first in the first heat, third in the second.
I have a copy.
Yes.
So just while we're getting ready for our next race, ladies and gentlemen, one of our Victorian visitors, of course, Steve Scott in Aquamagic, just requested a couple of hot laps. The officials granting him a couple of hot laps on the water.
Daniel wants to know if Lachlan might be free. Angus is not feeling well.
Okay, the acclimating going now. He has the hydro coming in, so yes, it's okay. Yeah, so
I can't be sorry, we're rocking
hold his line to the
okay, yeah, if Lockie, if Daniel wants to know if Lockie's available, and if he can come film, because Angus isn't feeling well. No,
He's not in Sydney.
he's not in Sydney, he's elsewhere. Okay.
So a caution to a driver. Do we ask Lenny to do that, seeing he's in there?
All right, no luck on Lucky Daniel.
So we have seen Steve and of course Liam in some of the recent big events in Victoria, running against the big Grand Prix hydroplane of Grant Harrison, and performed admirably.
That doesn't sound good. I've given trouble of
So unfortunately for Steve, you could hear the boat revving. It sounds like it's jumping out of gear. So we can see the Aqua Magic boat coming back into the marina.
that turnboat is actually doing this side to the time where they are. So they are actually seen going down the next rate. This time here
So we certainly hope it's not terminal for Steve, because he's come up all the way from Victoria to run this weekend.
Daniel, did you hear what I said about Lachlan?
So unlimited outboards. This is heat 2 of the Kerry Rogers over 4 laps, running for Premier Fasteners. So the boats we have listed, we haven't got polls. We've got Brad Rose, Pugsley Racing, Brett Atkinson, Plus Fitness at Corella, Simon Troy, 888 Racing, Craig Bailey, Moby Marine. Craig had a problem in the heat earlier today, as did Greg Banks in Speed and Leisure. Cohen Brothers Racing, Brock Cohen listed to race, as is Tim Bollins in Watersport Marine. So great to see Bailey in the Moby Marine, number 20. Also running for King Trailers. He's just come to the front of the control tower, so obviously it was only a minor gremlin. Official word in that first heat of the Kerry Rogers was he broke a blade. Some of these guys have been pretty busy already. You can see Atkinson and Cowan. This will be their third race of the morning. Just an important notice to any of our drivers, if you're pulling out or not contesting a race, if you could please advise our pit officials. It's really, really important because we're sometimes waiting for you to enter the water, and unbeknownst to the officials, you're not contesting that race. So for whatever reason, if you're listed to run in a race and unfortunately cannot, if you can let any of our pit officials know, so they can let the officials in the control tower, they can be advised, and we can get things moving a lot quicker than have happened this morning. You see the number 20 Moby Marine King Trailers boat. Got quite a bit of other sponsorship on it. Premier Fasteners, S Hughes Logistics. I would say that's our little mate Sean Hughes, not only the hard-working crew member of Team Bailey, but another financial supporter of Craig Bailey. Of course, Sean, a regular contributor on the Talk and Sport show 1269 2SM, keeps everyone up to date with regular events regarding circuit powerboat racing. It's turned out to be a beautiful day. Let's hope that the conditions remain the same. So pole position 3 for you, Brad Rose.
Okay, so we can start the get the boats on their way and
get the whole ship and hold it there at the centre. Let's get the
in the shadow of the kayak. Asking them to just wait a minute until this race is halfway. It's not right there. Rescue 1, can you hold that kayak until the end of this race, please?
Instead of fucking going straight across.
we're just getting advice that Royce McIntyre will be back behind the wheel of Back in Black for the third and final heat of the Waggett Memorial. So conditions are that good. I think the officials are going to turn these boats around very, very quickly out of Gourley Bay.
Set them down, buddy. Sit them down.
It's all right. We'll pop over to the side. The big one's all right. It's a little one here. Test.
Second heat of the Kerry Rogers. Looked all over there for Craig Bailey in heat one. Threw a blade, or broke a blade, and that was the end of him. So he comes out of pole one. So the white flag is down, ladies and gentlemen. Simon Troy got the jump there, but Bailey said no thank you. He's moved to the early lead. Look at Bollins down the outside. Tim Bollins going up to move into second by the looks of it, going to Premier Fasters. But Bailey holds the lead. He had to be Premier Wheel Estate along the inside. So all our boats out and safe from Premier Fasters onto the Marina Bay side, back straight. So Bailey leads out. Simon Troy batting well above his weight in the little F2 here. This is the ex-Mark Evans boat, so she's showing a bit of age. She's got the pension card on the outside. So that's second. Third place going to Timmy Bollins. He's on the outside of Brad Rose. Look at that battle for third and fourth. Next along, who we got there? Brad Atkinson running for Plus Fitness at Kogarah. And last move on to the Sydney Jetties front straight is Brock Cohen in the S3. So one down, two to go. Probably about a lap and a half to go now, ladies and gents. So my apologies, 4 laps. So we've got probably 2.5 to go. So Bailey just coming onto Sydney Jetties front straight. Probably about the 4th occasion he's been in the boat. So he leads out from Troy, the 888 racing machine. Tim Bollins at 27 Water Sport Marine. Brad Rose, Brett Atkinson, Brock Cohen. So we got an F1 leading from an F2. We got third and fourth both F1s. Atkinson in the second of the F2s. And Brock Cohen in the F3, bringing up the tail. The yellow flag being displayed. So Bailey looks like he's got a really good hold on this race. He won't give this one up. So out of Bankstown helicopters. Final time under the Sydney Jetties front straight. Berto Bailey, the veteran. So yellow flag going to Simon Troy. Tim Bollins coming home in third. Brad Rose, the number 94. He's home next, followed by Brett Atkinson and Brock Cohen. So Bailey looks like he's got a really good hold on this race. He won't give this one up. So out of Bankstown helicopters. Final time under the Sydney Jetties front straight. Berto Bailey, the veteran. So yellow flag going to Simon Troy. Tim Bollins coming home in third. Brad Rose, the number 94. He's home next, followed by Brett Atkinson and Brock Cohen. looks like he's got a really good hold on this race. He won't give this one up. So out of Bankstown Helicopters. Final time under the Sydney Jetties front straight. Beetle Bailey, the veteran. So yellow flag going to Simon Troy. Tim Bonds coming home in third. Brad Rose, the number 94. He's home next, followed by Brett Atkinson and Brock Cullen. F2s are back out on the water, so that should mean so Bailey looks like he's got a really good hold on this race. He won't give this one up. It's probably going to be Brett Atkinson and Brock Cullen again. Helicopters. Final time under the Sydney Jetties front straight. Beetle Bailey, the veteran. Second going to Simon Troy. Tim Bonds coming home in third. Brad Rose, the number 94. He's home next, followed by Brett Atkinson and Brock Cullen. So we're going to break in racing, ladies and gents. F2s are back out on the water. Bankstown Helicopters. So that should mean go out to Bankstown Helicopters who have donated two of the major prizes. Probably going to be Brett Atkinson and Brock Cullen in some of the major races of the Spectacular. In addition to Joy Flights, Bankstown Helicopters provide all levels of helicopter pilot training. Woodford Cargo Australia Management, involved in customs brokerage for all your import-export requirements. Future IT Australia, give them a call for all of your website development and hosting requirements. They're based in Cronulla, your local e-commerce website specialist. A big thank you goes out to St George Cranes, providing a crane over the next 2 days. A number of our drivers have already been utilising the services of our crane and the driver. So a very big thank you to those organisations. Another contributor, very big thank you to David Blythe Proprietary Limited. Big thank you going to Pallistus for their donation of the colour television for our raffle prize. Check out Pallistus' website for information on the huge range of products available for prizes or corporate functions. Paddy's Hire, thanks to Paddy's Hire for their continued support as a sponsor and for the donation of the security fencing that you see in place here today. Paddy's Hire are long-term supporters of boat racing here at the St George Motorboat Club.
Is he? Bring him up, Starboat. Bring him up. So we can hear the
The big blown motor Chevy Chase, Damon Thurger being fired up the pitch. Going to see him very, very shortly. So F2, second race for Brett Atkinson and Brock Cohen. Brock leads out, but there goes Rushko right down the outside. Brett Atkinson to run F2 here against an F3. So a distinct power advantage going in the favour of Brett Atkinson, running for Plus Fitness at Kogarah. So both boats just coming out of Premier Fastness onto Marina Bayside back straight. Nice little rooster tail happening for Brett Atkinson there. Brett particularly has done a lot of laps. We've done a lot of laps around this course. Of course, both these guys represent the Deepwater Motorboat Club, and of course the former future drivers, our junior races with the Australian Championships. Our J3 competitors each year run for the Gordon Atkinson Trophy. Of course, Brett's dad, Gordon. So with Brett's kids, there's a number of generations that have plied these waters. So yellow flag being displayed to Brett and Brock. As we said a little bit earlier, Brock flying out to France on Monday. He's part of the Grand Tresque crew. Grant, of course, competing in the France F1 Grand Prix next weekend. So final time out of Bankstown Helicopters on the City Jetties front straight. Brett Atkinson. Tell you what, he's worked overtime, as has Brock this morning. That's the fifth race those guys have contested. So taking second place will be Brock Cohen.
Junior 5 and Explicit 6. You want those repeated?
So to our 5 litre drivers, 5.2, if we can have you on the water as soon as possible, please, for the third and final heat of the Wagon Memorial. So we can see the Red Bellies machine of Bruce Sanders from Nelson Bay, just coming out of the far end of the marina. So this will be race 9, ladies and gents, boys and girls, the
So hold on.
third heat of the Ken Wagon,
Checkered flag. They've got one.
brought to us by Marina Bayside.
I keep missing it.
So this should be followed by Unlimited Outboard, the final heat of the Kerry Rogers.
Gotcha.
And our next race after that listed for our 105 mile per hour displacements. Race 12 for hydroplanes and KTs. And those boats in unlimited displacement for the Fred Hawkins. That will be race 13 in around about 4 races time.
Workhorse is back.
Yep. So great news for the Newton family. They went out for heat 1, didn't come up to the start line. They've had a problem, don't know what it was. It was great to see the boat back on the water. This is one of the best boats in Australia, not only in 5 litre but also contesting 6 litre racing. This boat, one of the heavy hitters in the Trojan series, the rounds being contested around Australia. So pole positions are as follows. Dave Freeman still cranky out of 1. Back in black, Royce McIntyre out of 2. Out of 3, Adam Wood in trouble. Out of 4, Workhorse, Michael Newton. Out of 5, Repton Impatient. We got Hayden Sherry there. Out of 6, Red Bellies, Bruce Sanders. And out of 7, and this guy's in front on points currently, but he's outside pole, Brian Kilpatrick. So his main opponent comes out of 3, Trouble Adam Wood.
She's the culprit, dark, isn't it?
So our sole hydroplane driver, of course, Hayden Sherry. Just see to my left here, one of the big name hydroplane drivers in Australia, Mr. Paul Vella and his son Lockie, checking on the progress of young Hayden. Of course, the Sherry and Vella families very, very tight. They've been great mates over many, many years.
There you go. Looks good, I think.
So I think our competitors, yes, the OK just been given to our pole boat. I'll tell you what, I'm going to be very keen to see what Brian Kilpatrick does here on the outside. Really keen to see what happens, because Adam Wood, the guy currently in second, he's coming out of 3. 4 laps screamer, ladies and gentlemen. Follow the Waggett for 2017, the Ken Waggett Memorial. Flag still up, still Cranky on the inside. Oh, good start by Wood, as is Freeman on the inside. Right down the outside, here comes the boat down Melody, of course. Brian Kilpatrick, look at this charge into Premier fastness. 7 boats. So on the inside, still Cranky. Oh, right around the outside, there goes Melody, I think, pushing Wood back to 3rd. So look at this charge on the Bayside Marina, back straight. This Kilpatrick, absolutely flying. He's probably a boat length in front of still Cranky. He's had to go very wide, however. Coming into Bankstown Helicopters, and onto Sydney Jetty's front straight, completing 1 of 4. Look at the power of the beautiful orange and black Melody boat, Brian Kilpatrick, but with a Premier real estate on the inside. Dave Freeman hangs on, going into Premier fastest. Look at this battle for the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Side by side on the Marina Bay side, back straight. He'll pull away here a fraction, but Dave Freeman, he'll make it up in the corners. What a tremendous race. I haven't even got back to 3rd. That's Adam Wood. Looks like Royce McIntyre back in black, he's next. Michael Newton, followed by Red Bellies and Rapid Impatient, bring up the tail, side by side, 2 of 4, 2 of 4 laps. Freeman comes back on the inside. How good is this, ladies and gentlemen? Kilpatrick moves to the outside once again, moving into Premier fastest. So it's Freeman on the inside, making Kilpatrick do all the hard yakka here. What a great drive from Freeman. We thought it was all over. We thought it was all over there. But Kilpatrick, he'll make a big charge down the outside, but with that good real estate on the inside of the course, he'll make Kilpatrick work really hard. Kilpatrick should be still in front on points as if the boats remain in the same positions. So 1 to go, yellow flag being displayed. Adam Wood's going to have to try and do something here. He's in 3rd, he needs to push himself in front of Kilpatrick. Oh, look at that water in the Marina Bay side, back straight. Kilpatrick having a devil of a time. He's given Wood half a sniff here. So final time coming up to Bankstown Helicopters. Good drive by Freeman so far. Onto the Sydney Jetty's front straight. Holy moly, ladies and gentlemen, what a race. And the winner being Dave Freeman from Brian Kilpatrick, 3rd Adam Wood. Royce McIntyre, a very strong 4th, a very lonely 4th, as is a lonely 5th to Bruce Sanders. Michael Newton, that boat's got problems, normally a lot quicker, and the Rapid Impatient machine of Hayden Sherry, but wow, what a race, our best race of the day, the final heat for the Waggett. The ding-dong battle between Still Cranky and on the outside, Melody. We thought Melody had actually got 2 boat lengths in front on the Marina Bay side, back straight second time around, but Freeman just never gave in. He knew he had the good real estate, and he hounded Kilpatrick down. So the positions up the top are very, very tight indeed. Very tight indeed. So Marina Bay side, a very big thank you. They brought us heat 3 of the Waggett for 2017. 3 heats all based on points, no final. So the calculators are out as we speak. So Premier Fasteners bring us the final heat, heat 3 of the Kelly Rogers for 2017. This is race 10, race 11 for 105 mile per hour. Race 12, hydroplanes and KTs, heat 1 of the only none. And the Fred Hawkins for unlimited displacement will be race 13 today. So that's where we should see the beautiful unlimited boat, the blown alcohol displacement boat of Damon Thurger in Chevy Chase. So while we're just waiting for our boats to get up to Kogarah Bay, a couple of more of our sponsors. A big thank you going out to Age Signs, another local company at Tarrant Point, who support the St George Powerboat Club through the large banners advertising the Spectacular and providing the signs you see on the side of the slipway for other sponsors. Neptune Marina sponsors the Thundercat Racing, which was reintroduced to the APBA racing schedule last year. A very big thank you goes to Nick and the boys at Neptune for providing our start boat for the weekend. Gencom two-way radios. Thanks to Gencom two-way radios for supplying the additional radios for the management of this spectacular. Gencom have been very generous supporters of the St George Powerboat Club for many years. A big thank you also going to Coca-Cola and Pernod Ricard, suppliers of wine, spirits and liqueurs that are available in the Motorboat Club today. Speaking of the St George Motorboat Club, a very big thank you goes to them. They have been open for trade for quite some time now. I believe a few of the directors are up there enjoying the festivities and the racing today, so a very big thank you to all the people associated there. A wonderful dining area, responsible service of alcohol, all the good tab Keno facilities, all contained within the one club. Why not grab something to eat, sit on the balcony, have a couple of refreshments and watch some Group 1 racing here today at beautiful Kogarah Bay.
I'm going to run. I'm going to go. Go. Bring it down, start it as soon as you've got it ready.
So this is the final heat of the Kelly Rogers. Premier Fasteners have brought out 3 heats today, as did Marina Bayside for the Waggot.
4 laps.
So 4 laps, ladies and gentlemen. Heat 3 of the Kelly Rogers, unlimited outboard. They've got a few scratchings by the looks of it. But Tim Bonds, he's gone on early lead. Bailey down the outside, and Simon Troy also. He's on the outside of Bailey. Tim Bonds, he's got the inside line. He's going to force Bailey right round the outside. So Bonds leads in Water Sports Marine. Second place is Beetle Bailey. Third is, I think, Simon Troy. Just lost it. Miss a couple of these boats here with a spray. We can see Troy in fourth. But it's Bonds leading out. Pugsley, yes, Brett Reyes, Pugsley racing in second. Don't know what happened to Bailey there. So Simon Troy fourth, Brett Atkinson fifth. And the little S3 there of Brock Cohen holding 6th place. Look at this battle for second. Bailey's just said goodbye to Brad Rose. He's moved into second. He's a big challenge for first coming up to Bankstown Helicopters. Right on the outside. You can see him just coming out of the spray now. So 2 down. 2 to go. Tim Bollins. Could this be his first major victory in the new boat? Craig Bowden says, no, it's not. Here we come on the outside. So boats out of Sydney Jetties into Premier Fasteners. Oh, look at this, side by side, gunnel to gunnel coming out of Premier Fasteners. But it's Bailey showing his supremacy, his experience. Probably only his 4th occasion in the boat this weekend. This is the ex-K family boat that was purchased by Craig's good mate Jamie Maloney. So 1 to go, 1 to go. Yellow flag being displayed. I tell you what, Brad Rose driving very, very well today. He held 2nd place there over Craig Bailey for an entire lap. Troy's coming up to menace Brad Rose, however, for 3rd. So final time on the Marina Bay side, back straight. Bailey just coming out of Bankstown Helicopters onto the Sydney Jetties front straight. Checkered flag going to Craig Boodle Bailey. So Craig there taking out 2 of the 3 heats. 2nd going to Tim Bollins. Next Brad Rose from a fast finishing Simon Troy in the F2, giving some horsepower away there. Next to him and another F2, Brett Atkinson. And the F3, Brock Cohen just coming into Bankstown Helicopters. So unfortunately for Craig, he broke a blade in heat 1, so he didn't score any points whatsoever. So once again the calculators are out. 3 heats like the Wagon, all based on points.
No worries, I totally understand. I hope you guys are getting some good stuff off this one as I rock all over the place with these engines. I think we've got a question over here. Lunch is after this in the next race, yeah? Okay. Shane says we've got 3 to go. Copy on that. 3 races. Fabulous. Okay. So then, because I think the break is short, should we plan to come back in? Like you guys be willing to get us something? Like Kate and I bring the boat back in so that we can just grab stuff from you and make sure we get back out to Kingston.
hopes it's the stay as a strike.
Simon Train got win Caucus, did he?
That's what the people did.
Yeah. Craig got third. Holmes got second.
What a beautiful day.
So next race on the board, ladies and gentlemen. This is heat one of the Ernie Nunn for our hydroplanes and KTs. Proudly sponsored by Coca-Cola. So in Aqua Magic, Steve Scott. The Yellow Desperado boat of Liam Holland. Both those boys from Victoria. And the boy representing the Waratahs for New South Wales will be Hayden Sherry in Wrapped and Impatient. Second of our Victorians enters Kogarah Bay, Liam Holland, the Yellow Desperado machine, Steve Scott, Aqua Magic, the blue machine. There's going to be some pretty decent rooster tails coming out of these three boats. So the first time on the water for a couple of these guys, Liam and Steve. Of course, Liam, I beg your pardon, Hayden has contested heats of the Waggett so far. So the big one for Liam today is the current St George Powerboat Club Champion of Champions from 2016. He wants his name on that trophy once again.
3 laps. Bring him up, start boat. Bring him up.
That's our towboat, I think. No, it's not.
So a very slow start for our drivers here. Now he's turned them round.
I think that he's probably come off the pace and he's gone back to bring him down.
So our start boat drive, obviously not happy with something on the water. They turn around, but they're coming out of Kogarah Bay again. This is a much better start coming up. The white flag is down. Look at Steve Scott on the outside. Great charge to an early lead here. Then Liam Holland on the inside, the two Victorians. Very close indeed. Look at this. Coming up to plenty of fasters. We're going to lose them very shortly. Swimming pools of water going up into the air. Looks like Liam's taken the early lead. Hayden's back in third place. Where's Steve Scott? He's somewhere in the water. He's about 4 or 5 lengths behind Liam Holland. Of course, Liam's done a lot of racing recently up against the big Grand Prix hydroplane of Grant Harrison. Coming out very wide indeed. What a shot for our photographers. But Liam leads out from Steve Scott. Hayden Shoriel on the inside. He's going to lose out with the horsepower here. But certainly local knowledge at home, Hayden. But coming out of Premier Fasters onto Marina Bay side, it's Liam Holland. Look at the performance of young Hayden Shelley. 16-year-old school student doing very timely indeed. Here comes Liam Holland. 2 down, 1 to go. This is heat 1 of the Ernie Nunn. Proudly sponsored by Coca-Cola. So 2 Victorians running 1-2. So all boats now out of Sydney Jetties. Hayden's the last out of Premier Fasters. Half a lap to go. Half a lap to go for Liam Holland. Turned 21 earlier this year. taking the checkered flag. Great win to Liam Holland there. Second going to Steve Scott. Third to Hayden Sherry. Tell you what, that first charge down Sydney Jetties.
Test 1 2, yep.
So that first charge down Sydney Jetties, those two Victorian bows got very close indeed. Very close indeed. Steve Scott got the jump on Liam, but Liam hunted him down, coming up to Premier Fasteners.
Test 1 2, yeah. Check 1 2.
So we got unlimited displacement coming up, ladies and gents. That is the Fred Hawkins Memorial, brought to us by the Hawkins family. We're going to get a list of starters very shortly. And of course, after that, a short lunch break to get our volunteers, to give them a chance to get to the amenities, quickly give them something to eat and drink, and back on the water. So it'll only be a very, very short lunch break.
Yeah, that's what he said. One more race before a short lunch.
Test 1 2, check. Yeah, 1 2.
Okay, that's good. Sorry, guys.
Check 1 2, yeah. Test 1 2.
Okay, Fred Hawkins unlimited displacement. Out of pole 1, the 3-litre 2J Turbo of Bruce Sanders. Pole position 2, the 5-litre Melody. Out of 3, for blown alcohol displacement fiends, Chevy Chase, Damon Thurger. Workhorse, Michael Newton, comes out of 4. Of course, Michael got the 5-litre engine in as well. Out of 5, the first time we're going to see him today, the 6-litre exponent, Andrew Walmsley. And does this boat screen, the 6-litre injected of Chris Hearn explicit. Now, from some of the live streaming, some of us did see from the Dargle Spectacular, one of the last races on the card for between explicit Chris Hearn and Shenanigans Chris Pugsley. They went side by side, gunnel to gunnel for 3 laps. One of the best races you'd ever want to see. And we're going to see one of those drivers today in Chris Hearn. The beautiful red explicit, the Everingham. We can see Walmsley just coming out in front of the control tower, as is Chris Hearn. So we can see, well, we can't see him, but we can certainly hear him, Damon Thurger. Hear the big blown alcohol displacement motor idling on the ramp by the sounds of it. should see Chevy Chase reaching speeds of up to about 130 mile per hour. So let's not forget a short lunch break after this race, the Fred Hawkins Memorial for 2017. Just to give our volunteers out on the water a chance to get to the amenities and get them on their way back, something to eat and drink, and get them back on the water as soon as possible. It'll only be very, very short. We certainly don't want you going away. We certainly hope that you use the facilities within the club, a wonderful dining area, all the adult refreshments, a wonderful tab and keno lounge. One of the Group 1 clubs in Australia, the St George Motorboat Club. We certainly hope you use their facilities over the next couple of days. One of the most picturesque venues in the country. For 2017, our 6 boats on the water, the white flag has gone up on our start boat. They'll be taken up to Kogarah Bay, the southern end of the course, the Sylvania end of the course.
Test 1 2, check, yeah, 1 2.
The guys are running for prize money in this race. 3 laps.
Test 1 2, test 1 2, check 1 2, test 1 2.
So a very short lunch break will follow. We certainly don't want you going away. We've been blessed with a wonderful day. Didn't look like that at 7 o'clock this morning. But all our prayers have been answered. Let's not forget tomorrow, particularly tomorrow morning, heats of the Riverside for our senior drivers, the Riverside Trophy, the prestigious Riverside. And afternoon will be filled with all our formative future races contesting round 2 of the New South Wales Championship.
Okay, start boat. Bring them down.
Of course, being round 2, round 1 contested at Taree a little bit earlier this year. All right, coming out to the start, ladies and gentlemen. See Chevy Chase first time today. Damon Thurger. Oh, Melody, big jump off the line, but look at Thurger. He's charged from there in Chevy Chase. Right down the outside, explicit Chris Hearn. They're going into Premier Fasters. The first boat to get there. Look at Patrick batting well above his weight. He's come up on the inside of Chevy Chase. Of course, Damon Thurger. The tired Damon should release the big taps of the big blown out goal displacement very shortly. I tell you what, watch. Look at Kilpatrick. Unbelievable. A 5-litre against a big blown out goal displacement. He's taken the lead. The 5-litre's taken the lead over Thurger, but here comes Chevy Chase right down the outside. Chris Hearn's back in 3rd place. What a spray from Kilpatrick. This was not expected. We got a caution to Andrew Worsley. Andrew Worsley on the Marina Bayside backstraight. Look at this jump on the fast place, ladies and gentlemen. Chevy Chase, Damon Thurger. He just gets 2 boat lengths in front, but here comes Kilpatrick on the inside into Bankstown helicopters, side by side, under the Sydney Jetty front straight for second last time. One to go for Kilpatrick. Chevy Chase on the outside, moves to he's opening it up now. But as we've seen previously, Kilpatrick, he's going to do all his best work in the corners. So Kilpatrick goes in fairly nicely along the inside. Out of Premier Fasters on the Marina Bayside for all the time. Chevy Chase just. He needs to get a good 12 boat lengths in front to have any show. Because Kilpatrick, this is where he makes his move. He goes in really deep. Chevy Chase has covered the corner a lot better this time. For all time on the Sydney Jetty's front straight, ladies and gentlemen. Chevy Chase takes a win in the Hawkins Memorial. Second place goes to Brian Kilpatrick. Chris Hearn in 3rd. Bruce Sanders in Red Bellies. He'll come home in 4th. Nigel Newton in 5th. But the real performance comes from Brian Kilpatrick. Horsepower deluxe down compared to Chevy Chase. But that could have been the upset of upsets. What a drive coming from Brian Kilpatrick. So certainly show your appreciation when these guys do come back into the marina, ladies and gentlemen, because that was one hell of a race. It was a bit like David and Goliath out there. He got a great start, Kilpatrick bobbled a little bit, but Chevy Chase got an early lead and we thought, well, that's it. But Kilpatrick, never say die. And what a display. So certainly show your appreciation, ladies and gentlemen. They do come back into the marina. We're going to take a short break, get our volunteers fed and get them to the amenities. And we'll certainly be no more than 20 or so minutes. We just need to get our volunteers a chance off the water, get them to the amenities, give them something to eat and drink, and back on the water immediately. So we'll please don't go away. We'll be back in around about 25 minutes for our afternoon's program, and there's probably around about 8 or 9 races still to come.
Test. Test, test, test. Test. Test, test, test. Test, test, test.